Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Welcome.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Beautiful.
Right, cheers.
Cheers.
You
Yeah,
look
cheers.
beautiful. Even though I can't, I can barely see you guys,
I
but
could- yeah,
you know, we're
gotta-
still talking here.
You
Okay.
guys take the bright lights real well.
That's some great alcohol. All right. Welcome back to the. Actually, I'm sorry. This is the first episode of
First
the
official.
Rare podcast. The first official Rare podcast. I'd like to formally introduce our brand new co-host, the lovely Maudlin Rose over there. Say hello.
Hello.
And the lovely man of the hour, Gene Youngo. Let's go.
Me.
All right.
Hey,
And obviously, you know that ugly guy over there. You know, the Kyleist.
Kyle.
They call him the Kyleist. Whatever. He's like the Kyler of the Kyler of the Kyler.
The rarest of the
Okay.
rarest.
And yes, obviously me. Welcome back. This is a brand new thing that we're going to be doing every single Monday. Is that okay with you?
Monday or Sunday? We're releasing every Monday.
No,
right?
you don't. Do you know what day we're doing this?
Apparently not.
Exactly. I mean, this is, well, you don't know what day we're on, but it's coming out on Monday. So every single Monday, come in to our YouTube at The Rare Company. You're going to find us, all four of us, speaking for a lovely hour.
Yeah.
Full hour. Wow.
All right. So what have you guys been up to these days? What's new? What's new in the world of 2020?
Vaccines about to be made, man. I've been told that it's like 97.5 effective by Moderna.
Oh, vaccines?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Moderna has 97.5?
For this, the only reason I'm saying this is because I hate masks. So
Okay, I agree with that.
I'm not saying I'm going to use the
Second that.
vaccine, but once the vaccine
Okay.
comes out, the masks finally come off.
You think so?
That's my theory.
I hope. I honestly hope.
I kind of
Okay.
doubt, honestly.
Why?
Okay,
I
why?
feel like it's going to take a bit for the masks to come off. I feel like it'll still be a precaution. Just because you have the vaccine means you can't get sick. I don't think it means that you can't be a carrier.
Man.
Oh, well, okay. So Moderna really came out with the 97.5. That's official.
I'm reading about it. It sent stocks flying that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that means something. That means the investors know something a little that we don't,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, but
I
I'm
mean-
just saying it's like saying you can't eat mud, but mud can still get on you.
Well, hold on. Let me talk to a real stock investor, Gene. So you're telling me that the stocks went up because of this 97.5.
Yes, but that doesn't mean the stocks are doing well.
Okay.
It's just that day.
Okay.
And,
It's just based on the news.
yeah.
Based on the news, it
Still-
goes up.
It's still like on a trending downward momentum right now.
Okay.
So I wouldn't suggest anybody like put the money in the market.
Okay.
But-
I'm Moderna.
When Moderna did announce that, it did skyrocket.
No, I have seen like two other vaccines for 95%. Right.
Okay.
You know, is that going to be a competition? I did see an article like December 11th. We're going to get new vaccines out to the people in the USA. Let's just put it
I
that
don't
way.
even know if there's competition for Moderna, but from what I'm reading, if there is competition, there's only like one or two companies.
Okay, I know there's like
Interesting.
Pfizer and there's Pfizer
I
and
don't know the names.
another like Johnson & Johnson company.
But there's
Really?
like steps to getting to clinical trials and to like the public, and
Okay.
Moderna is the furthest along.
Okay, I mean we could open up to the conversation of whether this vaccine will actually get the mask completely off. Will people be safe, or will people feel safe around other people without a mask because they have the vaccine, or because other people are getting the vaccine? That's what you were saying.
I think the masks won't come off. I think out of
I agree.
this whole thing right now is out of like safety for others, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say when it first opens up, maybe a select few are going to get them. Everybody's not going to get them. Most chances
Yeah.
are most people aren't going to get them. So that being said, if we're trying to wear masks and be safe out of courtesy for others, the same thing's still going to apply then. So let's say we're going to assume only a few people are going to be taking the vaccine. So unfortunately, that means that there's still others who aren't. Those people still are at risk.
Okay. What do you guys believe?
I hope the masks come off, but if they don't, like, of course, too good to be true.
I mean, until coronavirus is completely gone, I hope that the masks still stay on and that more and more of us can continue to wear the mask and be a good example to everyone else who isn't wearing a mask, because it really like makes me feel like not at ease when others around me are not wearing a mask. Like, it makes me feel so uncomfortable. I don't like that. Like, please just wear a mask. Like, it's just for both of us.
But like I'm saying, if they have the vaccine and you're the one saying that just because you can't get sick doesn't mean another person can't.
Right.
Why can't they get the vaccine after they get sick? It's like if it's available, I mean, hopefully
Does it work after
hopefully
they get
the
sick?
mask rules get a little bit more lenient.
But I mean, even if you get a vaccine, like, I would still want you to wear a mask until this thing is completely
Honestly,
gone.
the only reason I don't like wearing masks, it makes me break out. I have sensitive skin.
Yeah, I
What
hear
can I
that.
say?
For
You know,
sure.
Like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, my skin is important to
I
me.
mean, there's other alternatives.
Your skin is important to me,
There's,
too,
you know,
Jane.
like the shield.
I do use face shields, but it looks a little ridiculous. You know?
Funny thing though, actually, in accordance with the masks and everything, I saw this this little meme, I guess you can say, because some people question, you know, if the masks actually work. Which I'm not gonna lie, it's honestly a logical question, right? So it's
Yes.
like, if the masks worked, why are people still getting sick?
Yeah.
Yes.
But this meme was basically a guy peeing on somebody else. He said, look, the guy, you know, doesn't have pants on and you don't have pants on, he's going to pee directly on you. If you have pants on and he doesn't, then, you know, it's not going to get you wet as much. But if you both have pants on, the guy's just going to be... This is weird. He's going to be peeing on himself, and you guys are... And you're less likely... And you're less likely
Okay.
to get affected.
What an example,
I like
Kyle.
that.
Okay.
That
Bring
made
it.
everybody want to wear masks now.
Yeah.
Basically,
And
masks
pants.
are
And pants.
pants.
Okay. Oh, I guess I don't want to go deep into conspiracy. But
Not everybody wears pants.
We're gonna do it.
I don't even like pants.
I mean, especially since the Zoom thing, like...
What, you
what
don't
are
like
people
pants?
wearing out
I mean, I'm probably not wearing pants right now. But, yeah.
Realistically
Wow.
speaking, since
Realistically,
Zoom-
no one knows. I mean, we do, but
But realistically speaking, that's so true, Madeline. I feel like you don't have to wear pants when you're on Zoom. You just wear a button-up
Let it
shirt.
breathe. Yeah, you gotta be comfortable.
I didn't say no underwear, bro.
Don't look on over this way, and I won't look that way.
I won't look under that way.
well, I like what I see. That's all I'm saying.
Just keep your eyes up.
Just make
Eyes
sure
are
that
here.
you don't actually, like, stand up.
I'm not gonna be standing up. I hope you guys don't either.
Okay, let me bring you back to a highly, how could I say it, requested topic.
Sure.
Highly requested topic for our next podcast, which happens to be our next podcast. Do you guys believe in UFOs/aliens? It's a highly requested question.
How about we go
Let's start with
ladies
Gene.
first? Okay.
Okay, let's no.
Ladies first.
Let's start with the lovely Madeline Rose.
I mean, I went to a Seventh-day Adventist school for most of my life, and I was taught, and also reading from the Bible, it says there that there's other worlds. So that clearly says that there is something out there that isn't just people
Human,
version.
let's say.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's say.
There's aliens. There's,
Okay.
I believe in aliens.
Okay.
100%.
Oh, I had
Okay,
no
Gene?
idea that was coming. I thought she was going to get complete other
No.
way with that.
I am a believer of it.
She's a believer. Gene,
Okay.
what can you say for
I
yourself?
mean-
UFOs, yes.
If we're going yes or no, I'm just gonna go say no. But
Okay.
I mean, if they're out there, please, like, come visit.
Okay,
Exposed.
sorry, hold
I
on.
would really love to.
What's your basis on the no? Like,
Yeah.
what do you base this
We haven't
on?
been contacted yet. I mean, we've been to the moon. Elon Musk's like 20 years from getting to Mars, and there's nothing there. I mean, there's water. There's water. Mean there's life always. I mean, there might have just been pools, but nobody there.
As far as we know, scientifically speaking, water is what we know is like the main factor to harbor life, right?
Yes.
That doesn't mean that I feel like that doesn't mean that every life needs water. That we know of.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? That
okay.
we know of.
Never mind. I thought you were gonna back my claim up. but
Okay.
I get what
I mean,
you're saying.
realistically, like, we are terrible at forming energy from food. Like, if you think about how much food we have to eat to keep us alive and keep us well, it's terrible as a like. So I would say, like, the goal of an alien or the goal of a future species would be not having to eat or not having to drink water. and finding some other way to just live without water or anything, some sort of substance.
But where are these?
You said
beings?
that's the goal?
Yeah, I think that would be a goal of a future society, right? Like if you can't, if there's no more resources left, why not just find a way to be able to, keep your life sustaining without any resources?
Well, of course. I mean, that's in a perfect, universe, not perfect world.
Right.
Perfect universe.
So I know that Kyle loves Superman, so I have to ask this now. Do you believe in Krypton?
Kryptonite. Kryptonite?
No, the planet.
I mean, I'm not talking about my home. Okay.
Your home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now he does believe it basically.
Your Samoan house.
Correct. Yes. In fact.
Because I hear you are Samoan. Is that true?
Not in the slightest.
Wow. Okay.
Not in the
What
slightest.
That was
what
a
mystery has been solved.
wow. Honestly.
We all thought
Yes.
he was Samoan. What?
He's not Samoan? That's gonna be the thumbnail.
Just do some
Wait,
Ancestry.com.
the Kylist is not Samoan? What's that test that you have to take to know your background?
Ancestry.
Ancestors.
It's gonna be like the title. Ancestry.com says that the Kylist is not Samoan.
Not even
Breaking news.
0.1%. Like wow.
No.
He just naturally
Maybe like
Well,
0.05%.
Okay, hold on. Let me get into. Okay, Kyle, I want you to describe in complete detail
Why I'm not Samoan?
what your beautiful mother gives you every single breakfast.
Oh my gosh,
okay.
dude.
We want to know.
Because
I
you're
might
not
be part Russian at that point.
you're not Samoan, but you do get fed like a Samoan.
If
Let's
you
just
want
put it that
gains,
way.
if
So
you want gains, listen.
One of my
if you
friends-
if you want gains, listen to this.
One of my friends describes it as a feast for the Russian army. Right?
So let's hear this feast for the Russian army, just for you, just for one. This is just for one.
Just
people.
for one, folks. Okay. So my mother probably is the reason why I'm the size I am. She, for whatever reason.
It's not a bad thing. I mean, I wish I was as huge as him. Let's just put it that way.
So, anyways, for whatever reason, whenever I go over to eat, right, she'll make, eggs, maybe some toast, some bacon, but then she makes pancakes, and then she makes oatmeal, and then she gives me coffee and orange juice, and maybe, I don't know, it wouldn't put it past her to put cereal out there and stuff. Oh, but then she makes potatoes.
Oh my god!
Right?
Can we order pizza
That's
right
a
now? 'Cause
brunch
I'm
right
hungry.
there.
Like she makes,
I'm hungry
and it's not
right
just
now.
like little portions, guys. It's panfuls, like giant panfuls,
Wow.
so everybody can eat.
Call her over, please.
Yeah,
I got her on
it's
speed
crazy.
dial.
Oh, that's just breakfast, right? So then for lunch,
Gains. yo.
Wow, I've never heard the lunch.
then for
Let
lunch,
me tell you, I've never heard the lunch.
she'll make like a pot of beans. I don't even know how to describe it. Just
No, the
a giant,
gigantic,
like,
huge pot of
cauldron-sized pot of beans.
Yes.
And then again a ton of rice, and then she'll make about 40 or so enchiladas.
40.
Probably
How much are you eating? Like 2?
about 30.
30. Oh, okay. Let's get some realistic answers here. You're obviously not eating 30.
No,
but how many
honestly,
are
I
you
probably
actually-
eat maybe 3 or 4.
He's probably
Okay.
eating a quarter.
So who else is eating those 40? Are they just in the fridge,
They're just in the fridge.
waiting for you to be
Leftovers.
hungry in 2 hours?
Basically, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. Okay, so what's
Fun
for
fact,
dinner?
that's actually my favorite food, by the way, everybody. I love
Enchiladas.
enchiladas, yeah.
Okay, that's
Mhm.
okay.
The green or the red?
Oh, that's a great question.
Great.
I don't discriminate.
Okay.
So,
What does your mom make?
actually, no, she likes to make usually the red.
Yes.
So that's probably my favorite, hands down.
They're okay. I have tried them firsthand, and they are.
But
I'd give them a solid 13 out of 10.
she actually
They
makes
are
this
amazing.
one. She uses like a cream of mushroom kind of sauce that you get
Ooh,
from
the
the
white
candles and
one,
stuff.
the white
the
one.
mushroom one.
Yeah.
The white one. That's
And she uses that sometimes on the cheese
Okay.
enchiladas. Ooh, it's fire.
hits different, huh?
Oh yeah,
Every
definitely.
time.
Actually hit different.
Okay.
Okay.
Dang, now I kind of
So
want it. Damn
when's
you.
when's dinner? What's dinner? I want to hear what's dinner.
Oh, that's lunch.
Really?
Yeah.
Dinner, dessert.
That was lunch.
Oh yeah, okay. By this time the beans are done, right, for dinner. So we'll have basically like bean soup, but she'll get a bowl of beans. She'll put a bunch of lime. She'll put some sour cream,
Okay.
some tomatoes, cilantro, onions.
Cute.
You're making us all hungry.
Yeah, and then that's not all though. Then she'll make quesadillas, right? But on the little corn tortillas and where the cheese is like gooing over and everything, a little bit crispy. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. It's really
Please,
good.
someone postmate us food.
Mexican cuisine, please.
You can't get this anywhere, guys. Oh, and what's kind of funny too, those beans. There's almost like a secret behind it, which I won't reveal. But
Wow,
anyways,
what a shocker.
We want to know the secret.
no,
Yeah,
it's
We
funny
all
though.
want to know.
They feel they
The people want
They
to
seem
know.
like simple beans, but they're so good. anytime I'd bring like a burrito to school or something, everybody would want them. All my friends.
You can make a lot of money.
So she would start making burritos for my friends. She's like, Kyle, give this to your friends. I'm like, okay.
Wow. I mean, she's an angel. She's honestly the best.
Yes,
And
I would
she
love
makes.
some of these
I mean,
amazing food.
if you're anywhere, if you're in a 30-foot radius of the house, she wants you to eat, and she wants you to be very full, and she finds so much happiness in you being full and being sufficient in your food, and like it's the best. It has to be the best.
Again,
I mean,
she's the reason for the silence.
Most loving mother, and look
love
at
my
him.
mother.
He's the most loving son. I mean,
Turned out
you.
amazing.
Thank you, sweetie.
He's-
Physically, like Hercules over here. Yeah.
I mean, you could scour the earth. There's no better Kyle than the Kylist.
I am the Kylist.
Okay.
Hey.
That was sweet. Johnny. That
Okay,
was
guys,
sweet
guys.
there.
Okay.
Mr.
Now that we're talking about food here, okay,
Okay.
guys, I want to know
really
what
want
is your
this.
favorite food. You guys have one last meal before you happen to, something happens. What's your last meal? I want the best food possible. What is it? Madeline Rose. Just one. I just want like
Okay, so
the favorite,
you
the
know
mo-
what?
our alien friends came over and they took over. So what's the last meal you're eating?
Oh, that's so
Wow,
hard
way to put it
because
that way, Kyle.
Dang.
I love all types of foods, but being with him, I have just grown so used to that Korean food.
Oh.
Maybe some like
Wow.
kimchi,
Ooh.
and some like tofu soup,
Okay.
like some
Okay.
purple brown rice. I mean,
Wow. Wow. Okay. That's respectable. Very
Alright, thank
respectable.
you.
But then also maybe like for appetizers, like some guacamole.
Wow.
Ah.
Some
Wow, she's really going into it.
With like a little side of beans, like some
Trying to
refried
get points
beans.
from both sides.
Wow, amazing! I've never seen such a well perfected answer.
Thank you.
Perfected.
She loves food. I mean, it makes her so happy.
I mean, if there's one
Who
thing,
doesn't love food?
exactly. If there's one thing Kyle knows about me, I don't mind spending any amount of money on food.
It's actually kind of astounding.
And well, there you go.
Any type of food.
I just need to. Well, I love every type of food, but I just need to make sure that the money I'm paying is worth the quality. And I'd rather pay for quality over than quantity, or quality over than something that's going to make my stomach hurt later.
Exactly.
And I'd rather pay $100 than $20 that will make my stomach
Yeah.
terrible, or something that I might enjoy for the last 10 minutes of my life before the aliens come and they take over.
No, they're already here. They took
They're
it.
already here.
You are what you eat.
Well, there you go.
Go for it. It's your
I
turn.
mean, it's a tie between just some salmon sashimi,
Wow.
Oh.
or
Okay.
I'm gonna just go with like a medium rare porterhouse steak.
Oh, that's
with some A1 sauce. I'm gonna go out with
okay.
that.
Oh, you go with the A1.
Yes, I need the A1.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
yeah,
That's a classic.
That's
interesting.
It's a classic
salt,
pick.
pepper on it.
I feel like if the
Okay, very
if
simple.
A1 is present, is the steak good enough?
That's exactly my question.
Is the steak good
But-
enough?
but look.
The porterhouse.
Look.
Man, the porterhouse.
I don't like to disrespect anybody who likes A1.
Y'all
but-
don't like
I like
A1?
ketchup, too.
No, I like A1 too, and okay. I like vinegar
I
too,
hate ketchup, but A1 is just beautiful flavor.
and I agree.
It's pretty good.
No,
It's
I
really
agree.
good.
Salty.
But
Perfect.
it is meant to be questioned. Is the steak good enough if you need A1 sauce? A perfect steak, just example, A5 Wagyu. They don't give you A1 on that. They give you little 3 strips of it. You cook it on your own little griddle. You cook it for about 3 seconds on each side, or maybe 5 seconds on each side
Okay.
max. And that's what you're having. You're not dipping in anything. You might dip it in a little tiny sauce that's perfectly cremated for that, or like what was that
Like
one
a
word?
hollandaise or something.
No, hollandaise?
I don't know.
Definitely not.
I don't know.
Honestly,
Hollandaise?
meat is just like a very simple flavor. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Mhm.
Like taco, I mean like burritos and Korean food. It has so many ingredients in it. Meat is just meat with something marinating on it. You know, so I don't mind a little.
Guys,
tippy
we're
dip.
about to get our
You know,
listeners
what's wrong with some
hungry.
tippy dip?
Hey,
Whatever. No more.
to be honest,
No more about me. Can we go to Kyle's
yes.
favorite meal?
Kyle,
I
up
literally
to you.
just told you guys. I
Up to you.
literally just told you.
Okay.
Oh, is that your mom's?
It probably enchiladas. Honestly, it would probably be like my last meal, just because. In all honesty, I would like to remember, get like, how do you say it? Get a nice experience from my last meal. Not just like, oh yeah, I love the food, but hey, while I'm eating the food, I do love
Memories.
it. But it's gonna
Memories.
remind me of certain things.
It has
right?
memories.
Yeah,
Nostalgic.
before
Okay.
we die.
Wow.
One and a half
That's
hour.
that's a great answer, honestly.
great.
It wasn't just food; it
It was
was
better.
memories and things from the past and things that you love.
Other than that, maybe sushi. I love
Wow.
sushi.
Oh,
Okay.
sushi.
Okay,
So you
let
can't
me
go
let me
out
call
and
you
eat
out for
sushi
1
every
second
day.
here. Let me call you out for 1 second.
No, you're not gonna bring up
No.
Vons.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. Hold on, I didn't even think about that.
Now
Hold
we
on.
have to hear about this.
Oh, we have to hear about this. Okay, this man has been dying to eat just Vons sushi, or for people that don't know who Vons
I
are,
thought you were saying
it's
Kwans.
just some random
Kwans? What the hell?
some random grocery store sushi. Let's put it this way, that they make in the back, just really.
Shouldn't
quick.
that attest to the
Honestly,
amount that
my
I love
mom's Asian
sushi?
and Korean, and she told me like the Ralph sushi probably not that bad. Or the
Okay,
Kwans,
yeah,
I don't know.
okay. I'm not
It's-
saying it's terrible,
not
but it's just
horrible.
okay. If there's anything with sushi, it needs to be prepared well. It needs to be cut well. It needs to be the fish needs to be there that same day that it's cut. There's a lot of specific things that needs to go with sushi. Raw fish can make your stomach very bad.
Oh yeah, no, I 100% agree. But this isn't like a back of the alley kind of sushi
well,
restaurant.
obviously, but I
This is
mean,
Vons, man.
Yeah.
okay.
Respected supermarket.
This isn't Catch LA, Johnny.
Okay, I agree, but it's just when it comes to sushi, it needs to be done right.
Heard
It needs
that.
to be done right.
Who does it right?
No.
Johnny.
Who does it right?
Yeah.
Catch LA.
Catch LA.
Now before we get on to Catch LA, I need to hear your so we weren't talking about Vons. I wasn't gonna call you out about Vons. I even forgot about Vons completely.
Okay.
I'm talking about what is your deal with all you can eat sushi? Now, my view on all you can eat sushi is it's terrible fish and terrible like there's a reason why they can serve it all you can eat. There's a reason why they get all the fishes and
I
they're
agree,
all from the
Johnny.
let me put it I don't know how else to put it. But it's it fills you up definitely.
Sure.
You're a massive human. But
Thank you. for
are you
that.
okay
But
with
I'm not
having
Samoan.
are you okay with this all you can eat sushi when you can have the best sushi in the world? I mean, I just want your view. I want you to defend yourself about all you can eat sushi.
The best way I can explain it goes beyond sushi, Mr. Johnny.
Okay, tell me. Please tell me.
So, in fact, I like to think that I can enjoy the finer things of life, but it doesn't go to say that I can't enjoy simplicity as well.
Okay.
And
That's a great answer.
Probably not the finer things. I'm easy to please. I gotta say. That's why I can enjoy like little things such as like Vons sushi, right?
Okay.
You also kind of like get that craving out of the way, right? So like, let's say if you want a full-on chocolate cake.
Hold on here.
Hold on, no.
Hold on.
No,
We're
no,
not
no, no,
switching.
no, no,
We're
no,
not
no.
switching
No, no.
subjects here.
It's not switching subjects. All I'm
Okay.
saying is like, let's say if you want the most gourmet meal you can ever have, if you want that freaking glorious steak, right, Gene?
Yes.
But you can't have it.
Okay.
You're gonna settle for just like, an okay kind of piece of meat, right?
Okay.
Just to get the flavor out of the way.
Okay.
It's just to get the craving out, dude.
Okay.
Until we can go back to Catch LA. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, that doesn't like help.
I gotta
your-
say, on a side note, just a little shout out to Catch LA, just because it was actually really freaking good. I've had sushi, I've had all you can eat, and I like it because I feel like I get my money's worth
Okay.
by getting
No.
enough food and stuff.
Okay.
But other than that, at Catch, dude, it was phenomenal. Like I can actually taste like the fish. I can taste each ingredient. And it was beautiful. I loved
I'm
it.
sick of talking
Okay.
about
Well,
it.
that's you know what. I don't want to keep on, giving you more blows about your terrible sushi taste. But, that's a great segue to Cash LA. Obviously, my favorite restaurant would be my last meal.
Ooh, I have another question though, real quick, but I'll let you
No,
finish out yours
please
first.
continue. You interrupted me
No.
for a reason.
No, go ahead and answer your favorite meal.
Well,
Before
I feel
aliens
hold on.
are-
Well, I feel like you dodged my question a bit and explained
Did
it
I?
in a different way.
Did I?
Okay.
But
I don't think I
I'm
did.
gonna accept it. I'm just gonna accept it.
Okay.
Catch LA has to be my last meal. I'd say I'm a seafood head at first, definitely. There's nothing better for me than seafood.
But Catch LA isn't a food. What type of food? What would you get at Catch LA?
I mean, all the seafood. What are you talking about?
All of it?
Yeah.
All of it.
I mean,
Heard
we
that.
we
Okay.
start with.
I
Hold
can
on.
get that.
Let me start with. Okay, we start with the appetizers, and the sushi is so good that it's an appetizer. I think that's like a statement in and of itself. The sushi's so good, it's just an appetizer. Then we go with the octopus, the Spanish octopus, made with perfect potatoes in a sauce that I
Spanish
can't even
octopus.
explain. Octopus. I would say 80% of people, when you tell them, "Oh, do you eat octopus?" They're like, "Whoa, what's octopus?" Or, "Whoa, you eat that?" Like, doesn't it have the
Asians eat
tentacles?
I've never heard of octopus.
We do.
Till
We
Catch
eat it.
LA.
I've eaten octopus
I mean-
as a child.
Obviously, I just mean, okay, for the people who don't like seafood, there's a lot of people who don't like seafood. I mean,
She hates seafood.
well,
I mean, I like salmon.
She barely started liking salmon.
That's
I like
not.
tuna.
That's not. That doesn't
like,
really count
to
as
me,
seafood.
to me, fish is not
Right? They
seafood.
don't even
I
count
like
it.
that one bottom dweller. What is it called?
Shrimp.
Catfish.
No. It's like super easy. You would think it's a fish, but it's a bottom dweller.
What? A
Well,
crab.
Lobster?
Eel.
No.
Crab lobster, okay.
I don't know.
We're not.
It's like a fish, but it's a bottom dweller. So
we're
it's not
going
like a
to the-
shrimp or a
Anchovies?
lobster. No.
Lobster?
No, it's not
That's
lobster.
adjacent.
We've said lobster like 3 times
Really?
already.
Wow. I'm sorry. I'm deaf.
Bottom dollar.
I mean, when it comes up, I'll say it. But
Okay. Well,
yeah,
what segue were you going into? I mean,
tilapia. There
We
you
went
go.
from aliens to
Tilapia.
fish,
Yes.
guys.
tilapia. That's a bottom dweller.
how do we know that aliens aren't fish? Okay. Okay.
What?
Hold on here. Most alien sightings. Let me get on Eugene. Most alien sightings. Okay, how can you refute alien sightings? So you're saying that there's no evidence. You went to the moon. There's a lot of alien sightings. There's a lot of writings. There's a lot of videos. There's a lot of alien
I
so-called
actually have
sightings.
something right here for this. It's
Okay.
like aliens could be alive and that's cool, but I have a lot of work to do and things to do, and I just don't have time to deal with them. So to me, it's just like I'm gonna
Okay.
just put them in the non-existent
like an out of sight, out of mind.
So that-
because I'm not dealing with them on an everyday basis.
so let's say
if
why.
I was like seeing these aliens and interacting with them, and I have to, but I
Okay.
don't have to.
Okay,
so it
so-
doesn't matter.
So let's just say that your answer is I don't know, or I haven't done
Okay.
enough research.
Okay,
It's
I'll
not a
take it
no.
back.
It's
I'll
not a
take
no.
it back. I don't know if they
Okay.
exist.
See
I
that
do
that's
not-
fair. That's
and
fair.
I do not want to like speculate.
Okay, there you go. And that's perfect, and
Yes.
that's why I accept your answer of I don't know, not no.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now
So
about the-
there's a lot of sightings. My theory is why there's a lot of sightings of in the ocean. There's a lot of aliens in the ocean. There's more ocean than there is land. There's so much ocean in the world that we haven't discovered, and it goes so deep. Why wouldn't aliens just be in the ocean? There's a lot of ocean sightings.
Isn't something like 70% of the Earth is water? In fact,
Exactly.
So is our bodies.
So there you go. So why aren't aliens possibly in the ocean? And why don't they
just-
have bases like Batman or
Mermaids.
like
Just from the
Aquaman?
word-
Because they're on Earth. Those are mermaids.
I was just gonna say, just from the word alone, aliens is like an out of world kind
Out
of
of Earth.
thing, you
They're
know,
not
like
on
out
Earth.
of
They could be
your
on Mars.
home.
Mars are Martians.
person.
You know?
Okay, so
Pluto is Plutonians.
Okay, so if they look like aliens but they live on this earth, what are they called then?
American.
And how do you know aliens?
Immigrants.
How do you know aliens aren't disguising themselves as actual humans?
But who says
They
they,
could
were?
be.
Who watched
I
MIB?
think about this all
I
the
think
time.
Johnny watched too much MIB.
Hold
Okay.
on. I think the first thing to I want to say mine hurdle to tackle is that doesn't make sense. The first thing to tackle is that the perception that we have of aliens, that they can take over people's bodies or have all these disguises and stuff like that. First and foremost, we don't know a darn thing about like what else is out there.
You're actually basing
So-
that off Independence Day.
I guess.
The movie? I don't think he's ever seen it. Let's get something
Oh my
straight.
goodness, I love that
Yeah,
movie.
like-
Absolutely
Oh,
love
I'm
that
sorry.
movie.
He actually has. So he may be
No.
basing it off Independence
So-
Day.
All I'm saying is that we can only imagine what we can imagine, right? So we pull we pull our creations out of things that have you ever seen people make like these different types of beasts or whatever that don't actually exist? They'll have like a lion's head and an eagle's wings, but guess what? Those actually are from an eagle. It's from a lion, stuff that we can actually perceive. Who's to say that aliens are what we can even perceive at all? Who says that they, if they exist, have to fall in line with the conforms of what we have understood as can make life?
That's
right?
that's a
So
great.
that being said, I kind of want to jump into what I was going to have to say with like if aliens exist or not.
Okay.
I have two schools of thought. So I know we don't like to talk about religion stuff like that.
Continue.
But I myself am a believer in Christ, and I believe that God in His nature says, He's creative. He loves to create. Why would we be the only thing in the expanse of the universe, even if this is the only universe? Because we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would it just be us? So I think one way there can be aliens, and there should be, I think.
Okay.
But we just may have not come in contact with them, or we're not meant to. The second thing, I think, is let's say if life, according to like Isaac Newton and stuff like that, right? Matter can't be created or destroyed and stuff like that. It has to just It has to be. It's always there.
Okay.
If life exists within our parameters that we know of, it's very fragile. I don't know if you guys know that, but like if the Earth was at just like a hair of a different tilt, there could be zero life on Earth. If we were just a couple thousand feet away or so from the sun, we'd freeze to death. If we were closer, we'd burn to death. Like, it's extremely fragile.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? So if there is an alien life out there, it'd have to be like the absolute perfect specifications for life, because it can't exist outside of that.
Those places exist, and people discover them. But hey, I have a very self-centered answer for your like God creating other societies and existences.
Okay.
It's like, why wouldn't he create them? Because we're super fun to watch. We're good enough.
Yeah.
We are literally Jersey Shore on Earth, guys. Come on. We are literally that. We're a reality TV show.
Yes.
We are.
I wouldn't need to watch anything else.
We
Yeah,
have
come on.
world-ending machines and weapons. We're creating chaos out of nothing.
Oh, he's
Ooh.
super entertained.
I have another
God.
segue after this too,
Yeah.
guys.
We'll continue. Now you're leaving us in a...
What is your take on technology, AI, machines taking over the world?
Okay, that's a great question. Madeline Rose. Let's hear from Madeline Rose.
There you go.
Well, the end of last year, I was working at a human resources office in a hospital, and my HR director, she was like a hardcore believer in AI technology, and she seems like legitimately afraid of that. So
Okay.
I really do not know much about that, but I mean, just seeing her reaction about it, like, kind of gets me
Worried. Or
Concerned.
just say
worried.
concerned.
Concerned, exactly.
Okay.
Like, I mean, is that a real thing? And then you
Yeah,
think of
it
like
could be.
sex dolls. There's actual sex dolls. out there.
Japanese.
Like, you understand?
Let's think about
Even in
Japanese.
Korea, when they had like the soccer team
Oh, yeah,
championships
yeah.
or playoffs or whatever,
It's-
and
yeah.
like
They put
the
sex dolls in
audience,
the stands.
instead of having actual audience because of the COVID thing,
Not
they
cardboard
had
cutouts,
actual
like
sex dolls in the audience.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
an
So
expensive audience.
That's
I
unbelievable.
mean,
Wow.
when you think
That's
about
a lot of
that, and then
detail
there's
in
like
the-
AI
in the item
sex
for
dolls,
nothing.
it's kind of weird.
It is, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. What do you?
Gene, let's go to you.
I hope that they don't take over our societies and our governments, but
Okay.
if they do make jobs more automated, then I'm all for it. Like, what
Okay.
is it, like self-driving? Like, thank you, Tesla. Like, I'm not trying to drive anymore. I'm trying to sleep, read
Okay.
a book, you know?
Okay.
Hop in the
That's a
car,
fair
wake up
answer.
when it's time to go to work.
That I would love to use AI for. So
Okay.
I'm all for AI until it goes wrong.
Well, there you go. That's a great segue into my analysis of AI, and that's a great question that you brought up, Kyle. The first thing I think about AI is Skynet. If anybody's watched
Yep.
Terminator, I think of Skynet.
Okay.
Boom, Terminators. So right now we're on the brink of these robots that are turning into humans, and what's to say that they're not going to have Alexa in them, or they're not going to have? No, they hear us.
I'm just
Yeah,
surprised she
Alexa's
didn't.
listening
That's
right
right.
Exactly.
If we called her name, she would answer.
Now, what's to say they don't have Siri in them? And that's another thing. Like, don't be mean to your bots. That's another thing that I really care about. I'm serious, Kyle,
so
because
into my
they have
technology.
extreme memory. If you think we have good memory, they have immense capabilities of having great memory.
The memory doesn't forget. That's
I
the
heard that a
difference.
brain has like at most like 100 gigabytes of room or something like that. I could be completely wrong, but something in that area.
Okay,
But like computers got like
Unlimited.
terabytes. Yeah.
unlimited.
So,
It's
I mean,
just
come
great.
on.
Unlimited.
That
They have
memory, that's a completely different.
they have
100 times
warehouses
more memory
and warehouses
power.
and warehouses of servers
Yeah.
and
No,
servers.
the thing is
Okay.
that exactly those warehouses. I mean, they can exist and stuff, but the fact that we have like online storage and stuff, you don't have to carry a terabyte of information on your
Yeah.
Let's say for your
Yeah.
computer on
We
a hard
are.
drive.
This is
It's
what
anywhere.
Elon Musk says. Elon Musk says we're already all cyborgs. Like this
Okay,
phone
okay.
makes us a cyborg.
Perfect. So that's the other segue I was talking about, Elon Musk, right? So Elon Musk's thoughts of AI. He says he tried to address it to high candidates of politics and presidencies, and he tried to talk to them,
I know about
and
this.
and he said you should be worried about this. You should be worried about the AI. You should create a division of AI defense or AI. You should gain more knowledge of AI.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's gone to a point where they haven't done anything that he is almost kind of like, if we're going to be defeated, but we need to join them because we're not going to win.
Yeah.
That's his stance on it. And somebody like Elon Musk, somebody who's making rockets to Mars, or that's his main goal. He has a 100% success rate on every moon landing, or moon landing, but all those rockets, all those ISS and all those stuff, 100% success rate. They come back, they refuel, they go again. He has these electric cars that are driving themselves. He has the Boring Company. He has flamethrowers. He has tequila that just came out. He has these very successful companies that people are putting tons and tons of money on because he's very. I'd say one of the smartest humans alive, or alien, possibly, whatever your views are, whatever your views are. He's saying we need to join them. He's saying it's past the point of learning more about them to defer them or anything. He's saying nope, we need to join them because they're gonna take control.
Who's to say he's not already an advocate?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like Elon Musk is just scared for us. I didn't get the impression that he was scared for himself. He probably has some Iron Man suit that he's hiding.
Right.
That would be amazing.
Don't worry. He's like Tony Stark. You know what I mean?
He's basically Tony Stark.
That'd be amazing.
He seems so scared for us. He was but for the people,
for the people, you don't have what I have.
He's safe. He already has Plan A and B to Z.
Okay.
It's us. We should be.
It's
be
true.
worried.
It's true.
But I'm not because I need the car to drive itself.
I was gonna say too. Have you guys heard of this video game? It's called Detroit.
No.
So it's this. It's some game that came out on PlayStation. I'm sure it's on Xbox and everything too. But basically, the game is about robots. They have AI and stuff like that in their programming and everything, but they're robots and they complete different tasks like being maids or basically sex dolls and stuff. But all that, right? And so I think. In their programming, it says you can't retaliate. You basically just do whatever the humans say, and so sooner or later it becomes almost like a civil war that breaks out where the AI, the robots, are like, hey, you need to treat us better. You know what I'm saying? We're part of the world. We're part of the community. We have our own consciousness and everything like that. We're no less than you, kind of thing. It's actually it's a really crazy kind of game, and I feel like if anything were to happen, it would be that over a world domination. Immediately, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. It's like the Matrix. The Matrix is about civil war between humans.
So let's think about this. Everything that we kind of do is based on technology. So just say a nuke, right? That's based on technology. That's based on a suitcase of some sort of, that's obviously movies, but it's obviously some sort of secret technology that sends a signal to wherever the nukes are, sending them, right? So if the AI gets strong enough, they're able to hack anything. They gain knowledge of every single human that has ever done anything in this world. So they gain knowledge of everything. They gain knowledge of all the speech recognition. They know every single language. Mm-hmm. They know absolutely everything. They know all the information on the web. They can read it instantly, right? What's to say that they're just not going to send nukes all over the world, eliminate all humans?
Once again, we're not there yet.
Well, obviously, we're not there yet. We're still
say?
here.
No one's to say. Elon Musk is saying it's going to happen. Or it could.
I feel like the real concern that everybody has who actually believes that's going to happen is that, how do I say it? It's basically the flip of a switch. It's you see a problem, you fix it. That's basically what computers are for. That's what they're made for.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess that's why people are so concerned. It's just the simplicity of it.
Yeah, you know why they're so scared? It's because humans are so flawed, and robots would be you are unnecessary.
Yes, that's the issue.
And then
that's the problem that they talk about.
Oh, separate little question on aliens and AI and everything. How cool would it be to find a civilization? It's really kind of crazy. How cool would it be to find a civilization that wiped out the native civilization, and they're all AI robots and stuff like that? It's a planet full of robots. How cool would that be? I don't think anybody's thought of that. That'd be a great movie idea.
Honestly, I think that'd be so scary.
Of course it'd be terrifying.
Would they kill you immediately?
It's basically like Decepticons.
All humans are bad.
It's basically Decepticons.
Well, there you go. I mean, that'd be so scary.
That'd be a really cool movie plot, I feel like.
Netflix, hit us up again. Come on.
Hold on. I gotta bring
it happen.
I gotta bring this up to you, man. You guys have like opened up a can of like
Worms?
aliens and robots and stuff like that in my brain. There's this movie, I forget what it's called.
To just see.
We can never go back.
I'm telling you, once you talk technology,
We
and
flipped the
drones and
switch
stuff
on
like that,
Kyle. Is he
once you
actually
talk
an alien or
technology
is
and
he
stuff,
actually a human?
I'll go for days. No, there's this movie where basically, so everybody's like, living in their cush kind of world life and stuff like that, going to work, having a family, all that stuff, right?
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, like in the middle of the night, all the lights turn off and aliens are invading, right? And so you see like all these ships come in and like they're like blowing everybody up and everything. And you're freaking out because, oh no, aliens are taking over. But it turns out, sorry to have to ruin it just for the sake of our podcast. So it turns out that they're not just aliens. The ones that are living on the earth are actually AI. And they took over the earth a while back. And so it's the humans that had to leave. And then they're up in their spaceship and they planned an attack. So it's the humans that came back and invaded Earth.
This is a Rick and Morty episode.
It's actually really freaking cool. But like the AI don't know that they're actually AI. They think they're human. So like one of them basically gets cut open and he's like, "Oh no, I'm a robot."
What? I never even got a scan.
Sounds like Terminator.
It's really freaking cool. Yeah, but it's cool because it's like the humans are the alien, but they're just returning home and trying to take over their land.
Wow.
Wait, what is this?
I forget the movie, but it's really cool.
Did you watch this on like the Sci-Fi Channel?
No, I think it's on like Netflix actually.
Thank you guys for listening. This podcast is brought to you by The Rare Company. You guys find us at The Rare Company on Instagram. We're going to be coming out with merch next week. Is that next week, Kyle?
It's next week.
Next week. You guys are going to find hoodies, t-shirts, hats.
Hats, 100% hats.
We're gonna start off with a drop. Kyle wants to do the holiday season sale, but we're gonna do the only black sale. We're gonna do the OG style, first edition.
That's right.
First edition rare releases. Only dropping once. It's gonna have OGs in the logo. Okay.
It's
only
gonna be
dropping
limited
once.
quantity too. Also, so I mean,
Limited quantity. Get it while you can. It's gonna sell out. It's gonna
going
sell out.
hot for real. We already got people asking, begging for it, guys. This is an early release, just so you all know.
Yeah.
This wasn't even going to be released till like next year.
Next year. So we're going to do an early release for the holidays. Stay tuned for that, but we're going to do it next week or the week after that. So stay tuned. We will post it on Instagram at The Rare Company. All right.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Back to the podcast.
Speaking of 2020, I just want to go into the fact that there's outdoor dining. Everything has kind of changed. Society, everything. I feel like there's like hope in this world.
Okay.
We all want coronavirus to go away.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Like
Leave.
burn some sage. Like leave this universe type
Drop
of
it
deal.
like-
Demons be gone.
Demons be gone.
Definitely.
Please, Joe.
Some Joe Rogan vibes.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Rogan.
To the God Joe Rogan.
Shout out Joe Rogan.
Shout out Joe Rogan. Have you guys been like eating out, like outdoor?
Okay.
Yeah, like all
That's
the
a great
time.
question.
Like all
So
the time.
we have been eating outdoors. It is a different experience. Let's get
It's
that
different.
straight. It's different. But, I enjoy it the same. I would say, like, it's the same to me. Like,
It almost doesn't feel different.
It
It's as
doesn't
if
feel
you
different.
walked in and said, "Hey, I want to sit on the patio."
exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like,
Really
I think
nothing
we've been
different.
normalized to the mask and the face mask. And we've just been normalized to, like, oh, that's just normal. Like,
What
that's
about like the seasons changing? Like now it's becoming more colder.
Yeah,
like,
Okay.
no more.
It is
Honestly,
being
I feel
colder.
like it's the first time this dropped like last year. Like it literally feels the same. If anything, it feels better because when it first came out, when it was first released, we didn't know how to handle COVID. In all honesty, everything just shut down. 100% quarantine, nothing open, businesses shutting down, going out of business and stuff. But at least I feel like we still have a sense of normalcy right now. Because we can still go out.
I heard it might get
Yeah.
worse, and we might have stay-at-home orders again, but that is still up in the air.
I have heard that.
I heard it's going to be like an essentials only kind of thing again. But
Yeah.
honestly, I think it'll be fine. You know, especially since we have Uber and like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like Postmates and all that stuff where they can deliver food and
Definitely.
everything. Or Amazon
Definitely.
Fresh, you know.
Amazon Fresh. Wow.
Yeah.
What a
As
call
long as
out.
we have each other.
Wow.
Let's get through it.
Oh,
I love you,
that's a
Gene.
good segue. I was actually mentioning to Johnny earlier.
How much you hate me?
No, not that one.
Ah.
If hate means love.
No, the one I was thinking of though was like on a positive note. Real quick, I just want to mention like some of the positives that I've seen since COVID was released.
Okay.
I'm gonna use that from now on. It's great. Since COVID was released, was that
It's
there's
like
just
an album.
yeah,
COVID
EP,
He's the new
end of the world,
rapper in
2020
town.
COVID.
Yeah.
But no, in all honesty though, like there's just such a huge sense of community.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody would come together. I know, like for the first couple months, when I'd be walking my dog, there's people who'd like not just near where I live, but like everywhere. Everyone's writing on the ground in chalk saying like, "Oh, have a great day," you know, love your neighbor, just you know, be kind, be patient, all that stuff like that. It was beautiful. I saw people actually. I feel like they're actually experiencing life again.
Okay.
You know, we're getting out of the zombie
Yep.
mode of going to work, coming back, having dinner, doing all the whole things with the chores and everything like that. Everybody just like, was taken back and was like forced to take a break,
Yeah.
which is really nice. I saw families playing catch outside with their kids. I saw friends gathering, you know, 6 feet apart in parking lots and stuff like that. It was really nice. But that being said, I was going to say, what are some like ideas we can give our listeners and viewers and stuff for what to do? Let's say in worst case scenario, we get back in quarantine, right? You know, like what are some good ideas that we'd have to do? I know for me, since we've started our rare kind of brand and everything like that, we do a lot of streaming and everything too, which is pretty fun. So like we get to engage with people online and everything. But I guess I'm talking about, you know, like how can you still interact with other people and have fun and, you know, make it fun, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think? Who wants to go first? Mile and Rose.
Well,
What do you
I
think?
think that we can go, you know, we can like take different, like, platforms. Like for me, for instance, I have not gone on live on my Instagram, and like I feel like my followers would appreciate something like that, and I would appreciate something like that, like sharing what I do on my quarantine, like kind of just getting them involved. Like that's just lightening the mood. It helps everything that we've been going through, kind of just letting them in. It's really nice to just be all together.
Yes.
And, like,
You know, one thing I could add, I mean, at least for me, I love to kind of, let's just say, escape it, right? I like to go on, just like YouTube or Netflix. I like to escape it. Think of a different time when it's not so, let's just say, bad, right? And, you know, like you said, you know, going to Instagram Live, pushing out the positivity that of our lives could be, you know, a great thing for other people. Great thing for people who are just bored or depressed, not seeing other people, not being social. You know, it could be great. You know, we can go live sometimes. Obviously, I'd rather watch Madeline Rose go live than you. You know, obviously.
I'm just kidding, Kyle. I would love to
that's-
watch you go live. Don't worry. You're just as fun.
Wow, you'll be hearing that about later.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just joking.
I mean, I'm just trying to be a good friend. Dang.
I almost feel like Zoom, I gotta say, I almost feel like Zoom meetings and like video chats like that, mass video chats are gonna be like the new thing.
yeah.
I certainly hope not, because I'm gonna be the first one to say I hate Zoom.
I absolutely hate it.
I mean, I hate this coronavirus thing.
Yeah.
I just want it to be gone.
Completely.
Like, what is this?
But all I'm saying though is like when it comes to like holidays, I mean, yeah, it's great to spend it with family and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like enough can be said too. Like, thank God there's actually this stuff around that we can actually have FaceTime and video chats and stuff like that.
Yes.
Can you imagine sending letters to people back in the day if this was it, or freaking pigeons? Like, hey,
yeah,
how you doing?
pigeons just
3 days later, because you know pigeons carry the virus too, and then they're dead.
No.
But in all honesty, you know, like this is everybody's little taste of a long distance relationship with the
Yeah,
rest of the
right.
world.
Very true.
You know,
very
yeah, I
true.
feel like people learned like who their real close ones are.
Yeah, and who to keep close, and
Yeah.
and to make sure to value family, and
Especially
to know that we don't know if tomorrow's gonna exist.
Yeah.
Just make sure we love our family, we love our friends, and
Yeah, it's that
you know.
too. Not only just who our
Bring a
close
sense of
friends
community.
are, like just reaching out to people.
Yeah, making sure we
they're
care.
okay. Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, I want to bring up another point. One of our neighbors created a little bookshelf in their little front yard, saying,
What are you saying?
drop a book, bring a book. I mean, what a great,
Yeah,
that's creative.
I mean, people should be reading books in general, but I mean, in this time of solidarity, being by yourself, I'd say,
This is
let's just. Reading books is a great chore. I mean, a great, activity.
I was
to be
just
doing.
gonna add on to that too. That's actually a really great point. Just because movies, movies and TV and stuff, that like video games, that's an escape. But for how long? For
That's
maybe a
true.
couple hours and stuff. It doesn't take you an hour and a half to finish it. Most people, it doesn't take an hour and a half to finish like a full length Harry Potter book or something. For the extent of that, I feel like you would actually feel like you're part of the adventure.
Damn,
It
you
takes
read
up time.
fast, bro.
Yeah,
I
right.
mean, I've read the
Have you not read Harry Potter?
It doesn't take an
I've
hour
read
and a
all
half.
of Harry Potter's like 10 times. But if you read them in an hour and a half,
Oh my
I might have to
goodness.
race you.
He's probably talking about the movie or something, but
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like in contrast to movies and TV and stuff like that, when you're engaged in a book,
Okay, there you go.
then you actually feel like because your whole mind is in it, so you're
Yeah.
you're experiencing it with the characters.
I mean, I'd say it take like an hour and a half to take 3 chapters.
Yeah,
exactly,
okay.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
Well, that's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
I
It's
think
a
you were talking
longer
about the movie.
process- It's a longer process to finish a book than it is to finish
Yeah.
a movie. So all I'm saying is that you get to enjoy it more.
And a little bit more rewarding when you're
But
done.
also
Mhm.
protect your eyes, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
The Harry
Exactly.
Potter series just ruined my eyesight.
Oh, wow,
Trying to read
really?
it on the phone over and over.
I mean, I'd say too much screen time is bad. I mean,
Exactly.
anything in excess is kind of bad.
Exactly.
Mhm.
But when a story's so good and the book is on your phone and it's an ebook, it's hard to let it down. Like
I gotta say, on that note, video game wise, the most I've ever played in a single day, I think might have been 16 hours
I
straight.
probably was something around that when Need for Speed came out for PlayStation 2. I played all night, all day.
Wow. Oh, hold on.
No
I want to
sleep,
hear
no
what
food.
game you were playing. 16 hours?
I was playing Jack and Daxter 3
Okay.
with my buddy. It's the one where like he has it's called Eco, which is just basically like magic stuff. But you can turn into like an angel kind of Jack or like a demon kind of Jack. It's just really cool. It's like different stuff, but I played
I've never
it for,
heard of
like,
that
16
one.
hours straight.
But
Jack
that-
and Daxter,
hey.
yeah.
I mean, I trust you. You're a gamer. If you've been playing 16 hours, then it must have been really
But
good.
I was also like 12 or so. there's-
Well,
Yeah,
what's the
I was
difference?
also 15 when I played Need for Speed for like that amount of time.
Wow, I can't even have a comparison to that. On another note, Oregon has
Oh yeah.
legalized every single possible drug in the
Not
entire
legalized,
world.
They decriminalized. all
Decriminalized,
drugs.
pretty much
Yeah.
legalized.
Yeah.
Every single drug in the entire world. What do you guys think about it? So you can do heroin,
You hear the
you can do
glass.
crack cocaine, you can do cocaine, you
not
can do
only
everything.
Do it, you can have it in your possession.
Exactly.
You know
so,
what? I think that all of that stuff doesn't make you a criminal. Like, you're not gonna be breaking into people's houses. You're not gonna be killing people. Like, if you're just gonna be doing you, like, why even put attention and energy into that?
I mean-
Like, just decriminalize it. Let them do you. Like, you do you. That's it. Like,
That gets
Okay.
into politics right there, and
so
Yeah.
Anyway.
this is my last question
Not a
for
joke.
everybody. What is the best time you've had on which drug? All right, guys, that's all we have for this podcast. That's enough time we have for this podcast. You guys can catch us at Rarer Than Rare. We can catch him
What
at
an
the
ace.
Kylus. You can catch him at Gene Young O, and you can catch the lovely Maudlin Rose at Maudlin Rose on Instagram. See you guys next Monday. Thank you guys for the support.
Thanks for listening
we love
to
you.
our interesting
We love
conversation.
everybody.
Bye, guys.
We love you.
can't wait
Goodbye.
to see you guys again.
Peace.